Hello. We're trying out some new live stream software, and so I wanted to hop on and give a few updates about today. We'll give it a few minutes to let some other folks get on. If you're watching, thanks. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to give it started in just a minute. Giving it a few shares. Thanks for tuning in. We're trying out some new software, so bear with me while I play with it. And I'm also going to share some updates when some more people get on. So happy Thursday, everybody. I hope everybody's enjoyed the sunshine and has made the most out of your day. We're going to get started in just a second. So thanks for watching. I'm going to go ahead and get started. Hi, Glenda. Glenda's watching. Yeah, go ahead and get started about some chamber happenings. If you noticed, the mayor and I did separate videos today, and so I wanted to bring you some information related to businesses and related to the community, and just share some good news, share some updates about things that are going on. So first thing I wanted to share about, the governor issued some new information today. I would encourage you to read that on your own. It again is putting further restrictions on folks that are outside their homes doing things that are non-essential. A lot of businesses have already called me, am I still essential? If you were essential before, your business is still essential now. That hasn't changed. But this is really cracking down on those folks that are leaving their homes to do things that are not essential. And as a reminder, essential, that's laid out clearly on the government's website or on the governor's website. And I'll post that link in here too so you can find that. But food is still essential. Healthcare is still essential. Those things are essential. Going and getting, new things for your house, like going furniture shopping or garden shopping, things like that. That's not essential. So just be mindful of that. And, the sooner we can get through this, the sooner we'll get back to it. That's what I've been saying all along. So wanted to share a couple updates about the chamber, things we've got going on. Of course, like everybody else, we've had to pivot how we do things and how we operate as a chamber of commerce and how we serve our business community. So tonight at 7:30, our young professionals group will be having their first ever virtual happy hour, and Megan Lang will be helping facilitate that. It'll be via Zoom. So if you're a local YP in the area and you want to enjoy a virtual happy hour, some other young professionals, let us know in the comments. We'll make sure you get connected with that. On Friday, tomorrow at I believe 11 a.m. I will finalize that in just a few minutes, but we will be hosting one of these live videos, and that's Friday, April 3rd. And we'll be doing that right here on our Facebook with Ray Rinder, who is the Deputy Director for Congressman John Rose. So that's our congressman here in the area. And he will be sharing some information straight from the CARES Act and just some updates that are relative to businesses, but also community members. So I'll be hosting him here live. We'll be streaming on the Chamber's Facebook tomorrow morning. So we'll be sharing some of that information in just a few minutes as to where that will happen and how you can tune in. On Friday, April 6th, I wanted to say March, but we're already in April. Monday, April 6th. Monday, April 6th. So Monday at 10 a.m., I will be hosting Jeffrey Lundgren, who is the U.S. Chamber of Commerce's Congressional and Public Affairs Executive Director. So we'll be here on the Chamber page talking about the CARES Act, talking about things specific to business, and talking about how our Chamber and the U.S. Chamber can help serve businesses during this time. So I think that'll be a really great Q&A, and we'll share some information on that. And I will correct myself. That won't be live on our Facebook, but that will be accessible through a Zoom call for our members. So if you're watching and you'd like more information about that or other ways you can get plugged in with the Chamber, we'd be happy to share that with you. And then if you don't know this, the Chamber has monthly luncheons the second of every month. Right now, we can't gather and have lunch together, but we are having a virtual luncheon on Monday, April 13th. And that will be hosted through a Zoom call for our members. Hi, Michelle. And so we will be doing that. Michael Skipper, who is the executive director of the GNRC, which is the Greater Nashville Regional Council, he'll be talking about the Plan Gallatin plan, which is the comprehensive plan that the city has been working on for quite some time. He'll give a little bit of update on that. That, of course, has been impacted by COVID as well, but he'll share what he can. And we will try to follow our regularly scheduled program for that luncheon to the best of our ability. And so if you're a member, we're offering lunch delivery that day, so you can sign up and register just like you would for any other luncheon. If you're not a member, you can certainly get some information about how you can participate and attend that event virtually. So we're excited to offer a little bit of normalcy during this time and have some of our regularly scheduled programming. A couple good things I wanted to share today. I had the opportunity to go live stream the prayer parade that a wonderful lady named Cheryl Duffy led the charge on. She contacted us a little bit earlier this week and said, hey, I want to do this. We just want to love on and pray for Sumner Regional and their employees and their patients. Hi, Heather. And so we went over there, and my daughter and I actually live streamed that, and it was awesome. I think there was about 100 cars. And so you can actually watch the live stream on our feed, and so you can see the whole parade. And then the city, I think Jeff took a drone over there and put a drone up over it. So they've got that on their feed. So that's pretty cool too. So really exciting. There's something in the works for Sunday night. I don't think it's official to announce yet, but be on the lookout. Sunday at 5 p.m. Pencil yourself unavailable at that time, because you'll be doing something that loves on and serves our community from about 5 to 6. So we'll be sharing more information on that within the next few hours, I hope. A couple other things today. So our office is not open right now to the public, and we've really been kind of limiting who comes in and works. I have been in a few days this week. Zena's been in a few days at different times. And then Angela popped in for a couple hours today too. But for the most part, our team is working remotely right now. But there have been people dropping stuff off at our office and people picking stuff up from our office. And we've kind of become a drop zone for different items. And so the latest was sewing machines. Someone dropped off sewing machines here earlier this week and supplies to make masks. So I've been helping distribute those. So yesterday I gave out one sewing machine, and then today I gave out another one. They just kind of found their way here, and then we helped get them to where they need to go. So those are folks that are making masks, much like Heather and Heidi have been. So that's really awesome. And we're excited to help folks connect the dots. I also had a box of supplies show up today that someone thought that might be needed for the community. So we're going to help get those out. So there's so many great ways to help right now. And if you're looking for ways to help, I'd encourage you to reach out. Our information's scrolling at the bottom of the screen down there. And so you can email me or give me a call if you want to figure out a way that you can help, or if you have ideas that you want to share. There's a lot of different people that want to do things right now remotely and virtually. And so we'd be happy to do that. I was going to share something. Oh, so the decorating contest. I looked at the entries for our Christmas decorating contest. It's actually our Gallatin Strong Hope decorating contest, but we're encouraging people to pull out their Christmas lights, put them up on their house, and just get everybody in the spirit right now to boost and encourage hope. And we had a few entries, and they were due April 1st, but the voting is not supposed to start until April 6th. So we're actually going to expand that. And if you still want to enter, you have until April 5th to do so. And then the voting will go live next week on April 6th. So we're excited about that. So I'll share some information in the comments when we get done about how you can do that as well. I'm looking over my notes. I've started a journal. I've actually got a few going, but I started to journal kind of what every day looks like and what each day we're doing. And I have my list too. And so at the end of each day, I go back and I write down all the different things that happened. And I would encourage you to do that too. And I think that'd be something fun you could do with your children if you have kids, or if you're a teacher and you're working with students. I think these times will be interesting to look back on, but I also think it's interesting to look back and just see what all we've done and all the different things we've touched on during this time. So I'm trying to keep really good notes for the Chamber's history books, and as well as my own. I don't know if anybody's watching has any questions related to the chamber or anything we can help with. I'd be happy to answer those. I'm going to flip through my notes real quick and look and make sure I didn't miss anything. We are continuing to help people connect with Sumner Regional and feed folks. So there are needs there. We're helping keeping it organized. I know that with the help of Anti-Drug Coalition and then private donors from the community, we are feeding 40 people at the Gallatin Health Department tomorrow, at the health department office in Gallatin. And then yesterday, with help from folks from the community, we were able to feed about 20 folks at EMA. So they're really, really appreciative, and it's giving them something that they don't have to worry about right now, is figuring out food. So with that, I don't think I have a whole lot of other information to share right now. If you are a business in the community, or even if you're not and you want to get some updates from the chamber and what's going on, I would encourage you. Hi, Jackie. Jackie, I miss you. Jackie works at my salon, and you guys can look, my nails, they miss y'all. And so I've been social distancing from my salon, and I really miss you and Chloe, and I'm sure a lot of people too. Someone was in here earlier and they said my roots are starting to show about themselves. And I said, don't worry, I think everyone's probably will soon. So Glenda is saying a lot of people are getting notes from their employers saying they are essential. Is this needed? Currently, it's not. However, in Governor Lee's address today, he mentioned that he was going to kind of let the responsibility fall on the local municipalities and let them figure out how they will do the enforcement for the essentials and non-essentials. So I will update with whatever I find out. I'm not sure how Gallatin plans to handle that, or Sumner County, but as of right now, that is not something you've been needed. In fact, GPD pushed out a kind of a PSA last week that said you don't need a note. There's not people checking notes. However, things are changing rapidly. So if something changes about that, we'll certainly push that out on our page. But I appreciate you asking. And I think your job will stay essential, Glenda. But yeah, if you have questions for the chamber, if you want to get added to our mailing list, certainly do that, and we would be happy to send you information. Right now, we're pushing out a daily dashboard that goes out sometime between about 5 o'clock and 8 o'clock, depending on when we get the most updated information. We're getting it from all different places right now. We compile it, put it in there, and so it's a quick couple scrolls on your phone or your laptop, so you can look through and find out that pertinent information. Let's see, a couple other people hop on here. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry if the video froze. I don't know what happened. But anyway, that's about it I've got today. I will continue to share updates. I'm going to try to hop on again. I'm not exactly sure what time will be a standard. I'm navigating a new norm too, and I have a child at home with me right now, as I'm sure most of you do as well. So we are going to hop off here, and I'd be happy to answer any other questions. If you drop them in the comments, I'll follow along. But hey, stay strong, Gallatin, and keep loving on each other and keep sharing those good stories, and stay home. Have a good night.